Look what I found! Nope, it's not quite the holy grail of my searches for weird flavored Kit Kats. This is merely purple sweet potato. I don't know if you can see this. Did I leave it long enough for it to focus? Yeah, it's not quite the red bean paste Kit Kats that I've been looking for. I don't know if you know, I've been looking for those for quite some time, but now we're going to try the infamous purple sweet potato Kit Kat. And I don't know if you know anything much about the Kit Kat market in Japan, but they started in like 2004. The packages have this delightful white grid on the back of the package. Apparently they're supposed to be for people to write down a special message or a name for somebody to gift them, and they're supposed to be like just your average little knick-knack gift for people who have come back from traveling, or maybe if you're going to a big meeting to give to everybody at the meeting. But yeah, so look at these packages. These are pretty. I love the color. But I'm surprised that, you know, now granted, before I start getting into this, I'm going to admit that yes, I'm also going to be trying a very normal flavor. Cookies and cream Kit Kats. I know in America they marketed a cookies and cream Kit Kat for a little while. I noticed it's no longer on their website, so it's probably no longer in their product line. It probably just didn't sell that well. But in Japan, apparently it's one of the mainstays. But first, let's try the wildly, oh my god, I can't believe they actually did this to a candy bar flavor. Purple sweet potato Kit Kat. It's a lovely lavender color. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's lavender. Not much of a fragrance. I mean, it's made from white chocolate, so I can smell the white chocolate, but I can't smell the potato. So yeah, let's try this. And of course, afterwards I'm going to try these. But let's try this first, because this is what you're looking for. It's sweet. It's starchy, yeah. I've never eaten purple sweet potatoes before, so I don't know if this is what purple sweet potatoes are supposed to taste like. I mean, it's kind of a starchy, savory flavor. What do the ingredients say? That's the one thing I've noticed and I've been delighted by. You can't see this, so I'm going to take a picture of it and blow it up real big. But yes, it just has sweet potato powder and red beet for coloring, and that's it. That's the only thing they've added that's different from the Kit Kat ingredients. Very different from the American Kit Kats. I'm going to do the same thing with these. That the ingredient listing is not all that extravagant. I remember when I did the blueberry muffin Kit Kats. I remember noticing how all kinds of emulsifiers and preservatives and stuff included in the ingredients. It was like, they just tasted wrong. These don't really taste wrong. They just don't have all that much of a noticeable flavor. I mean, I love the lavender color of the candy bar. It's delightfully odd. But it's white chocolate. I'm really not noticing a whole lot of difference in the flavor. Yeah, not a whole lot of difference in the flavor. Okay, now for the cookies and cream. Let me put these back in their box. Well, I'll do that later. I'm on camera right now. Again, with the nice, pretty packaging. Big old lump of ice cream in the picture. I don't think they used ice cream to make these, though. From what it looks like, caramel powder, cream powder, yeast, cocoa, Cookies. It just says cookies. So yeah, there's going to be cookie dust in these. I love how they think that the ingredients can say nothing more specific than just cookies. And yes, the top of them, I don't know if they're all going to be like this, but the top is kind of a dingy brownish with the black cookie dust. The bottom is more obviously white chocolate with cookie crumbs in it. But yeah, this is basically just a white chocolate Kit Kat with cookie crumbs in it. And clearly not Oreo brand. I can tell that that's not Oreo crumbs. And it's not bad. Again, the white chocolate is sweet. And you can tell the crunch of the cookie crumbs, in addition to the cookie inside the Kit Kat. I can actually enjoy these. But yeah, the purple sweet potato ones, really not that noticeable. I mean, I wouldn't turn them away if I got them, with my taste for oddness in candy bars, but I'm just not noticing anything unique about them. But yeah, these are good because I noticed the chocolate cookie crumbs. I can just tell that they're not Oreos. I'm a big fan of Oreos. Sorry. And even in the picture of the cover, they show pictures of the cookies broken up, and you can tell that that's not the Oreo pattern. But I'm liking them. Okay, before I ramble on too long about these candy bars, let me talk with a mouthful of chocolate about my poetry book. Just kidding. You don't want to buy this. Hey, you know what? I got an old joke. Back when I published this, one of my favorite marketing techniques for it was every time I mentioned it, and I think I put it somewhere in the preface. I noticed that you haven't bought a copy of this yet, because after I published it, I literally kept track of exactly how many people had bought the book and asked around among my friends to find out if I could name every single purchaser of this book. And there were 16 copies of it sold, and I can name all 16 people who bought it. So I noticed that you haven't bought a copy of it yet. Okay, no, seriously, the book I want to talk about is Preparing to Study Particle Physics because it's a great birthday gift, Christmas gift for the nerdy people in your family. I'm no longer recommending that people buy it from Amazon.com. Buy it directly from the publisher. I'll put a link in the description. And I'll put a link to these Kit Kats in there too. But be forewarned. Not fairwarned. Forewarned. The shipping is going to be a bit steep. And it takes a week and a half to send after they print the book because it's a print-on-demand publisher. So they will print the book after you order it. And it takes about a week and a half to ship. Ground shipping is still kind of expensive. I'm sorry. But there's a link to the book in the description. I'll put both the paperback and the hardback for whichever one you want to buy. But it's a great gift for the nerd person in your family. And as I've always said, this is the best thing to get caught reading in public. So enjoy. I'm looking forward to eventually finding the red bean paste Kit Kats. I have not found them yet, but I'm still searching. And these were, I wouldn't say a fail. They just weren't spectacular to me. They weren't noticeable. I mean, it was fun to eat a lavender-colored candy bar, but the flavor, it wasn't there. It was just a white chocolate candy bar that was discolored. The cookies and cream ones, they were a win. They were a win. Even though it's not Oreo, they're still a win. Because you could actually taste the crunch of the cookie crumbs in the cookie, aside from the Kit Kat candies. So yeah, these were a win.